Okay, Chris, how's it going, buddy? Here's my shot at explaining what I've done here. Basically, when we started, we had make table buttons. We've had reports that were tied to a series of queries or tables that sometimes utilize those make tables. And we've replaced them with a SQL Server solution that has UDFs and the tables that we've upsized. So I'm going to walk you from the top down what we've done here. So if I go in and take a look at a UDF report is running off a UDF, basically what I've done here is I've changed the data source to be a SQL pass-through query. And if you take a look at the SQL pass-through query, it has SQL there. It really doesn't really mean that much because it gets changed on the fly. But you'll see that I call a stored procedure, and on this one I'm passing in two parameters, the start and the end date. Now, in the past, sorry about that. In the past, the user would click on, again, the Make Table button and then click on the report in the right order. All that's been replaced. So, for example, if we use this partner year detail report as an example, and I go to the event, see, could this be any slower? If we go to the event, you'll see that we've modified what was behind this button. And we have the place where I build the SQL on the fly. And I create a little function called AlterQueryDef that if you take a quick look at it, just some old school code, very simple. Go in, tell the name of the query, change the SQL, and get out. So now the SQL that is attached to the report has been modified to what that report needs. And if you look at the second action, it's pretty much the original action, and that is it'll just go and call the report. And again, because the query def has been changed, it's now going to call the proper store procedure with the parameters that it grabs from the form, and then the report will be called. Again, all very much straightforward stuff. If we jump down to SQL, or over to SQL, you'll see that we have a stored procedure, which is right here, that very simple, very basic stuff. It grabs the parameters that we sent down. It then calls the master UDF and passes the parameters down to it. And then the cascading UDFs that we have below that all execute, bring the data back via the select statement, and it feeds the report. It's not as fast as the store procedures because we could build indexes on the fly, but it's pretty quick, and there are things I do know how to do within the SQL to actually speed things up. So that is about it in a nutshell as far as the code goes. Now, if you want to go in and actually run the report, again, basically you just click on the button and it will open up the UDF-based report, or you can go right to, again, could this be any slower? Anyways, you could go back to the original report and run it and make a comparison against the two reports and changing the dates and everything. I've tied the numbers back. The numbers look really, really good. I haven't check all the names and all that kind of stuff, as well as the numbers, to make sure it's picking the right names and everything. But I have a feeling that it is from my spot checks that I've done. And the naming convention is pretty simple. I got the old report, and I just appended underscore UDF report onto it, and that's how I name things. So I hope that answers most of the questions, and I hope I didn't make too many mistakes here. Take care, and talk to you Wednesday.